enemy managed to steal the key from out of our very grasp. Damn the Eldar and their arrogance. Had we not been delayed in reaching the key, we could have denied the ruinous powers their prize. We still have no idea what this key does. According to the Eldar Witch, Inquisitor Toth holds these answers. If this is true, then he has a good deal to explain. The least of which is not why he would withhold information that could allow us to better fight the forces of chaos. Could he be tainted? The thought is unimaginable. Even more concerning, we know now that we face more than mere chaos cults, but members of an actual traitor legion, the very Marines who turned against our Emperor some 10 millennia ago. Luckily, our scouts were able to track their sorcerer and his entourage back to their base of operations. It is located not far from our current position. I relish in the opportunity to bring death to these blasphemous traitors.
Siema, z tej strony bigbaddice, jak widzicie, gramy Dawn War. Dalej. Orków jest tu pełno, Eldarzy się wycofali, właściwie rozbiliśmy ich, więc musieli się wycofać. My widzimy też siły chaosu, widzimy oblężone regimenty Gwardii Imperialnej, które zaraz pewnie zostaną wybite do nogi, ale my zajmiemy się chaosem. Gdzie on biegnie? Tak go zabiją zaraz.
My lord, blood ravens approach from the south.
How did they get so close? My lord, these flies are minor annoyances. We have the key and ample bodies to imprison the blood ravens behind a wall of corpses, while we complete the ceremony. Your assurances leave me cold, Sindri. Events have proven my words true in every turn, my lord. We are not in danger. Events have proven you fortunate, sorcerer. To what do you owe this present bout of nauseous optimism? We have received a message, Lord Bale. We have a new ally who is more than ready to betray the Blood Ravens. Excellent. Prepare for them and dispose of this idiot.
Why? How have I failed?
You were stupid enough to personally deliver illness to Lord Bale, and we cannot abide stupidity.
Brother Mateel, report.
The Chaos forces have rent an impassable chasm through the center of the city and have taken up position in a temple. The battle is upon us, Captain.
We are arriving at your position momentarily. Hold the chasm. I will deal with the temple.
It will be done.
You are finished, Apothecary. Had the Emperor not intended I suffer, then I would feel no pain. What foul acts are these heathens involved in?
They are performing a ceremony to release the key from its bindings. We must stop them.
Yes. We will need to break down the mighty doors of that once glorious temple. It appears they have rent a chasm across the city, stopping us from reaching the other side. An outpost with machine cults located here gives us access to the vehicles we will surely require. Secure the outpost and stop that ceremony.
O, bez bazy? Mam jakiś timer tutaj?
Take and hold.
Dobra, mam też bazę, okej.
Build routine 721 initiated.
How can I serve?
Muszę się tam dostać, czyli tak?
For the Emperor, yes, my lord. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Nie rozumiem tej misji.
What are your needs?
What is your will? I await your instructions. Build routine 721
Yes, most
initiated.
beneficent
One. Yes, Lord. Build routine 721 initiated. Build routine 721 initiated.
We are the Emperor's chosen. For the Emperor! Cleanse, purge, kill!
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Marine squad deployed. Yes, my lord.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well. Mind over matter. At your command.
Under fire!
I await your instructions.
Marine squad deployed. We are the Emperor's chosen. Yes, my lord. What is your order?
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and
For the
unguarded.
Emperor!
I stand ready.
Yes, my lord.
O, przeszli. Będą atakować mnie.
Fear our wrath. Awaiting orders.
I await your...
Jaka muzyka?
Yes, Lord.
Faith is our shield.
Yes, most beneficent one.
For the Emperor!
Build routine 721 initiated. Yes, most beneficent one. Here to serve.
To jest.
Build routine 721 initiated.
Under fire!
It's the first step on the road to disappointment.
Yes, Lord. Build routine 721.
While the enemies of the
initiated.
Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Fear not the Psyker.
Direct me to the injured. I follow your commands. No servant of the Emperor can fall if I can help it. The enemies of the Emperor shall be
Fear not the
destroyed.
Psyker.
Apothecary here. What are your needs? Faith is our shield. The battlefield awaits. The fallen shall be forever
It's the
remembered
first
as the
step on the
Emperor's
road to
finest.
disappointment.
Under fire!
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
Take and hold. Fear denies faith.
My faith is my shield.
The battlefield awaits. The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed. What are your needs? Awaiting orders. Weapons at ready. It is time. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Faith is our shield. Weapons at ready. It is time. Cleanse, purge, kill. Onward to glory. Moving out. Stay vigilant, brothers. Onward to glory. Understood. Charge. Under
Here to
fire.
serve. Build routine 721
What's
initiated.
your order?
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment. Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Yes, my lord. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest to the enemy. Fear denies faith.
Dobrze jest.
Here
Needs.
to serve. Build routine 721 initiated.
What are your needs? Faith is our shield. Charge! Orders received, brother. What are your needs? Direct us to the enemy. Direct us to the enemy.
Czy oni są nieśmiertelni? Nie są.
Denies faith. Under fire! How can I serve? The battlefield awaits.
Here to serve. I await your instructions.
Apothecary here. Ever vigilant. Apothecary here. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Marine squad deployed. Awaiting orders. Understood.
Yes, Lord? I await your instructions.
Czy tu też będą przychodzić?
Yes, Lord. I exist to serve. I exist to serve.
Praise the Emperor. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. The Emperor protects.
The battlefield awaits. How can I serve? Apothecary ready.
Druga baza tu jest.
Apothecary ready. How can I serve? Who requires my aid? How can I serve? Who requires my aid?
Na razie nie będę budować kultu maszyn.
Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated. Yes, Lord? I shall obey.
Hope is the first step on the road to
Here to
disappointment.
serve. I shall obey.
Tu wieżyczkę mają nawet. Może nie będę się tu przebijać, co?
Here to serve. Build routine
I stand
721
ready.
The
initiated.
battlefield awaits. Who requires my aid?
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed. The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed.
Here to serve.
To co, budujesz to czy nie?
Beneficent one.
At your command.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Take and hold.
I await your instructions. Build routine 721 initiated.
Czekajcie, ja tam nie przejdę w ogóle? Kurde.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Ja będę mógł Deep Strike'a użyć przecież.
I await your instructions.
For the Emperor!
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
Nie znajdą drogi.
I can sense the enemy.
Yes, most
They are
beneficent
close.
one.
Dobra, to użyjmy tych ozoltów.
Dust to the enemy. Orders received. Maintain attack formation. Stay vigilant, brothers. Under fire!
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
I follow your commands. Heresy grows from idleness. Orders received, brother. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. The enemies of the
An
Emperor
open
shall be
mind is like a
destroyed.
fortress with its gates
How can I
unbarred and
serve?
unguarded.
The enemies of the Emperor shall be
What are your
destroyed.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Apothecary here. Apothecary here. The enemies of the Emperor shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed. What are your needs?
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Apothecary here. Apothecary here. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Fear not the Psycho.
The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed. The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed. We stand ready.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Fear denies faith. Activating jump pack. Weapons at ready. It is time. Understood. Maintain attack formation.
I command in the name of the Emperor. The doors to this temple were designed to stop all but the most violent impacts. To bring them down, we will need the power of hellfires and predators. Carry a big gun.
No, szybciej się zapisuj.
Here to serve.
We have been blessed by the power of the Land Raiders. Seek the privilege of their
The
service at
fallen
the
shall be
machine
forever
cart.
remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Yes, Lord.
For the Emperor! The battlefield awaits. I follow your commands. Awaiting orders.
Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiate.
To mam 2 kulty maszyn?
Even in death I still serve.
Landrider, zajebiście.
What would you have me do?
Yes, most beneficent one. Here to serve. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
For the Emperor under fire! Direct us to the enemy.
Yes, most beneficent one.
I stand ready.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
I have awoken. At last, back to war.
Yes, my lord.
Yes,
I
Lord.
have awoken.
Build routine 721 initiated. Here to serve. Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated. Here to serve. Build routine 721 initiated.
More power.
Beneficent one. Build routine 7.
Chyba tylko jedno ja mogę zbudować i tak, Landridera.
At last, back to war.
I tak nie mogę, za mało limitu mam pojazdów. Niech się buduje chociaż.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Apothecary here.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Deep striking.
What are your needs?
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Cleanse, purge, kill!
Jeszcze miałem 2 dreadnoughty, gdzie one są?
Beware the alien, the mutant, the
A, tu.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Command me. Even in death I still
Dobra, przebijamy się.
me into battle.
Praise the Emperor.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Praise the Emperor.
Direct me to the injured. Under fire!
Javelin is ready.
Here to serve.
Faith is eternal.
Bestia.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Yes. None shall survive.
Praise the Emperor. Taking command. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Take and hold.
Land Raider, at your disposal.
I am the instrument of his will. Javelin is ready.
day the enemy shall know fear.
Where you need us most. None shall stand in our path.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Predator deployed.
Faith is eternal.
Charge!
Faith is eternal. Faith is eternal.
Predator tank here. As
Command me.
No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help it. No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help it.
At last, back to war. I am ready to serve again.
I chciałbym stracić, żeby zrobić kolejnych z drużyny Terminatorów, więc nawet tych pozoltów.
No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help it. Direct me to the injured. Direct me to the injured. No servant of the Emperor shall fall
Even
if
in
I can
death
help
I
it.
still serve.
Oni wszystkie siły mają. O co tu chodzi? Czemu tak pusto tutaj?
Direct me to the injured. No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help it.
Faith is eternal.
Tego nie będę ulepszać.
To serve.
Będzie miał działko przeciwpiechotne.
The enemies of the
At
Emperor shall
last,
be
back to
destroyed.
war. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Charge! Charge!
Land Raider armored transport here. Predator tank here.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the
Under
heretic.
fire!
Faith is eternal. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. I will purge the unclean.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
An open mind is like a fortress with its
At last,
gates unbarred
back to
and
war.
unguarded.
Charge!
One
Charge!
broken!
Predator tank here.
O! Są siły nasze! Szukałem ich.
Even in death I still serve.
Zbiórka, zbiórka. Albo nie, atakujemy.
Emperor shall be destroyed.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
At last, back to war.
My will is undone! Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Uda mu się? O, udało się.
Command me.
Charge!
At last, back.
Kurwa.
Even in death I still
Land
serve.
Raiders at your disposal.
I am ready to serve.
How can I serve?
None shall stand in our path.
Under fire!
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
My aim shall not falter.
The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed.
No, mogę więcej Land Raiderów zrobić.
Shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. While the enemies of the Emperor
Kurwa, jakich dużo.
there can be no peace.
Land Raider armored transport here.
The enemies of the Emperor shall be
I command
destroyed.
in the name of the Emperor.
Fear not the sight.
Predator tank here.
No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help it. Under fire!
Today the enemy shall know fear. My aim shall not falter.
Cik, baza jest.
I have awoken.
The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed.
I am the instrument of his will.
Under fire!
Land Raider armored transport here. Predator tank here. Moving out.
I am the instrument of his will.
Pogonił ich. Co tam?
My aim shall not falter. My aim shall not falter.
I have awoken.
Under
Predator
fire!
at your command.
Terminators ready.
Predator at your command.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Land Raider at your disposal.
Under fire!
Land Raider at your disposal.
My aim shall not falter. My aim shall not falter.
Patrzcie, tylu ich zabiłem, a nie ma ciał w ogóle. Szkoda.
No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help it.
Nie wiem, gdzie oni bazy mają. Chyba za mapy przychodzą.
Shall fall if I can help it.
Albo tutaj z tyłu. Gdzieś.
I follow your commands. Under fire!
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Command me.
Land Raider armored transport here.
My aim shall not falter.
Predator tank here.
Where do you need us most?
How can I serve?
Venerate the immortal emperor.
The battlefield awaits.
The doors are broken. With haste. Stop them before they can finish. Shall not
Sir,
falter.
the Imperial Guard have arrived.
Victory is ours.
Zdrajcy.
Why do they not attack? What betrayal is this? Space
My
Marines,
aim shall not
cleanse
falter.
these heretics.
Land Raider at your disposal.
Fear not the Psycho.
I follow your commands. I follow your commands.
Yes. The Emperor's finest reporting. We await your
Under
command.
fire!
I am ready to serve again. I will crush those who stand before me.
Land Raider armored transport here.
My aim shall not falter.
Ciekawy.
It is better to die for the Emperor
Już koniec? A którą świątynię miałem zniszczyć?
yourself.
To znaczy oczyścić całą mapę, czy nie rozumiem tego questa?
Inquisitor Toth has arrived at your request.
And what do our scouts say?
The guard's distraction was a success. The Chaos Lord and his host escaped. We are, however, tracking their movements and questioning some of the traitor guard that we captured.
How could I not have seen this? How is it I am blind when it matters the most?
Are you referring to these traitorous guardsmen or the destruction of your homeworld, Cyrene?
I should have seen the rot before it spread. Instead, I was blind for far too long. I put my own world to the torch. I killed with the Inquisition's eager sanction and watched too many innocents die in a holy firestorm. And yet, here I am again at yet another doorstep, with the executioner's blade in my very hand.
Blessed is the mind too small for doubt, Gabriel. Perhaps there is truth in there, for the both of us.
I still believe, old friend. I believe in the sovereign might of the Golden Throne, and in the purity of the Imperium.
But you have lost faith in yourself.
Only in what I see, Isidore. Only in what I see.
And what is it that you see, Captain?
I see conspirators and liars more concerned with their own agenda than the will of the Emperor.
I am not so easily cowed by such displays, Captain.
You lied to me and cost me men.
Better they die, their blood pure. If you feel warranted in handing out recriminations, then their deaths are on your head. I warned you to leave this world, to leave Tartarus for the warp storm.
Your words still ring untrue, Inquisitor. I know you were here before we arrived.
I am not in the habit of explaining my actions, Captain. But yes, I was here before you arrived, stalking after horrors to strip my knights of their dreams.
The same horrors that the legions of chaos seek?
On Tartarus, there are no coincidences, Captain. There is only the storm that winnows the faithful from the heretic.
Are we faithful men, Toth? Good servants of the Emperor? It is time for us to put aside our differences. What do they seek, Toth? What do you seek here?
This world is cursed, Captain. Thousands of years ago, an artifact of ancient evil power was lost here. The forces of chaos seek this artifact. They've sought it for centuries, but have never held all the pieces of the puzzle.
And now they do.
An Imperial excavation team uncovered the first marker, and word somehow got to the enemy. With the knowledge of the exact planet and the first marker, it was a simple matter to uncover the remainder. Now they have the last piece necessary. A key to unearth the artifact itself.
What is this artifact?
A stone called the Maledictum. It contains
Maledictum.
evil, a creature of chaos itself. The stone imprisons a demon, one of untold power.
How is it possible that the citizens of Tartarus did not know this? These artifacts lay buried beneath their own cities.
From what I surmise, the demon within the Maledictum may be imprisoned, but it is not powerless. It can still influence people with visions and madness. The ancient text in the Registratum Malpheus speaks of a warp storm that visited this system at an age when many Space Marine chapters was still young. The storm drove the inhabitants of this planet insane. Under the demon's influence, they hit the markers and buried the Maledictum to protect it against hunters like myself. When colonists returned to this world, they remained ignorant of the perils. They built over the dark places, never knowing what lay beneath.
And the Eldar, did they seek this power for themselves?
No. It was they who imprisoned the demon in the first place. The Eldar fiercely safeguard knowledge of the stone against all others, going so far as to interfere in our efforts to find it. As Chaos's most ancient enemy, they see themselves as the only capable defense against its influence. And we have paid for their arrogance.
I assume there is still time to avert disaster.
This is already a disaster. The power of the Maledictum is enough to turn the faithful and drive men mad. Many of the Imperial Guard and local population have already turned, as you've seen. It's affecting you, and your men as well. I can feel it. It is calling the warp storm to eclipse this system. It wants to trap us here, with it, so it can force even the best of us to serve its twisted will. This is why I encouraged you to leave. Why I still encourage it.
You know I cannot do that. I will not shrink away in the face of evil.
I would do no less. Enough. Let us end this bickering and face our enemy united. Together, we have a better chance of finding and destroying the Maledictum.
Chyba jemu się to nie podobać będzie.
They are weak, terrified of the power that you alone are strong enough to control. It is yours. Yours for the taking. But
Ja pierdolę.
Think of the power you could wield. It is all yours for the taking.
The maledictum is mine.
Nice. Kończymy, dzięki, że oglądaliście i kontynuuję tą zabawę jutro. Cześć!